Snowmobiling is, of course, a winter activity, and with that, conditions can vary from extremely mild to also extremely harsh. Jonathan from Kimpex had some advice for staying comfortable when on the snow.
No matter your style of riding, layering is key to staying warm and comfortable. You might have the best jacket in the world, but if you combine it with a regular t-shirt, you're going to compromise your jacket's performance. This is a perfect example of a base layer. It retains warmth, wicks moisture away from your skin, also has an antibacterial material to keep you comfortable. The second layer is there to insulate you and keep you warm, while allowing ease of movement. As all of you may know, most of the heat escapes from your extremities. It's very important to have a good pair of gloves for your hands, a balaclava for your head, and a pair of boots for your feet. And don't forget to combine the boots with synthetic socks. Now that we know that we're comfortable on the inside, we need to make sure that no elements from the outside are going to come in and disturb our comfort. So that's where the jacket comes in. Being water and windproof, it'll ensure you to be always comfortable. And no matter the conditions, no matter what type of riding you're doing, if you have the right layers, you'll always be comfortable.
Whether you're outside for a long day of working in the snow or playing in the snow on your sleds, having the right clothing can make all the difference.
A lot of people are, they're getting back to the sleds that they remembered as a kid or their grandparents had. It brings back a lot of memories. We have people that are buying a sled because their father had that sled and they remember it as a kid, and so it brings back a lot of memories. It's like getting into cars, but a smaller scale, although the collections are getting bigger.
It can be pretty addicting, just like a car. Right?
It's worse than a car in that way. I mean, our president has 120 restored sleds. It's something you can do with the family. We're starting to do more and more shows, more rides, vintage events. Like the Whitecourt's got the World Snowmobile Invasion coming up in February. They're going to try to set a world record there. The vintage sleds are going to lead the parade through town and out to the river.
I guess it's a lot of work like anything else when you're restoring one of these sleds if you want to get it back to mint shape.
It's probably 200 plus hours of machine. The parts you have to source out, some stuff you have to make. A lot of times it takes 3 sleds to build one. There's some really rare ones, there's some common pieces, there's some sleds that are only one-off years. And
do you think this hobby is going to keep growing?
This hobby, I think, is going to keep growing. Every year we're getting new people. People are coming by and saying, oh, I have one of these at home. Can I restore it and come, on the vintage ride? Or, we're starting to get some younger kids. We have a couple members in our club now that are 16 and 17. So the hobby is growing. It's cheaper to get into than a lot of things. There are definitely a lot of old sleds out there.
Passion,
On next week's show, our test riders take out some trail sleds for first impression rides. I head off to Elka Suspensions to see how they work their suspension magic. And at Cane's Quest, the racers head up the east coast of Labrador. We love to hear from you, so email me, phil@snowmobilertv.com, and be sure to visit our STB website for our online videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the snow next week.